Shiba Inu is headed to the moon, guys. Are any of you holding onto SHIB crypto coin? If so, be sure to smash the like button. Plus, there is news that Elon Musk might be the true founder behind Shiba Inu. That will totally make SHIB coin bigger than the rival Dogecoin. So like I said, guys, the Shiba Inu CEOs could be the Tesla and SpaceX CEOs, Elon Musk. This is what the CEO has retweeted. Elon and Satoshi, the founder of Bitcoin, might be the ones that created SHIB coin. The amount of Shiba Inu tokens circulating in supply would mean that the market cap would have to be bigger than the whole crypto market of over 1.5 trillion. However, there is one factor that could cause the Shiba Inu price to easily reach 1 cent and maybe even 50 cents, which will be answered today, and we will also go through Shiba Inu's future plan and price predictions, so stick around for that, because today's video will be fire. After riding a lot of the attention of Dogecoin, with Elon Musk championing the way for Dogecoin, a lot of investors have been looking again for the next big coin, and with a lot of altcoins and meme coins riding the coattails of the bigger cryptos, it spawned off a lot of copycat-style coins. Some of them genuinely have interesting technology. Though so far Shiba Inu, has a community of around 165,000 people. Plus it's growing every single day. Remember that Dogecoin was built as a bit of a joke. The creators never intended for Dogecoin to get this big. Shiba has the potential to be a millionaire maker, considering the significant growth that the cryptocurrency is predicted to experience over the next couple of years. The Doge killer, Shiba Inu, is the new trending cryptocurrency in the market currently. With a Shiba Inu dog as its logo, this meme cryptocurrency is following the path of Dogecoin, aiming to be the best alternative for the same. Being the latest to hit the market, SHIB is garnering immense attention and is emerging as a favored choice of investors, particularly in the wake of a market drop in cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum. In fact, just a few weeks ago, the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik, did something amazing, but it also created a market panic at the same time. He donated $1 billion worth of Shiba Inu token into the India Relief Fund, but he did that before announcing what he was doing, so this triggered a market panic and sell-off of the cryptocurrency. So Vitalik does have the ability, and it is shown that he can move it around even if it's for a good cause. That's still circulation that can move around the world, and it's that additional circulation that I think will prevent Shiba Inu token from hitting 10 cent or $1, because you need the circulation to go down to then increase the price based on the average crypto market caps that we see at the moment. So why did Shiba Inu increase so significantly? Well, the Shiba Inu coin lived in relative obscurity from August until earlier this year. The Shiba Inu price has risen in the past 7 days as sentiment in cryptocurrencies and stocks improved. Shiba Inu is trading at 0.0009, which is about 65% above the lowest level in June. In total, the coin is at the same level as where it started the month. And what does burning crypto mean in the world of cryptocurrency? Burning a token means to purposefully take that token out of circulation. SHIB trades at a cheaper value, $0.000010 as of writing, and it allows its holders to own billions and trillions of tokens. The main aim of the Shiba Inu crypto token is to be a viable alternative to Dogecoin in the market. Its price rally and popularity have turned SHIB from a meme coin to a money-making currency within a short period. Some analysts predict SHIB could reach the $1 mark, while others remain skeptical for the future outlook. Market realists laid out one plan for how the coin could reach the dollar benchmark, which is a principal goal for investors. SHIB would need to climb about 12 million% to hit $1. Since January, the coin has jumped about 2 million every month, so it could, in theory, hit often by sending it to a cryptocurrency wallet to which no one has access. Burning large amounts of cryptocurrency tokens can have the effect of increasing the scarcity of that token, as such burning can be used as a way of controlling inflation. It is similar to stock repurchasing in the world of traditional finance. Thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe and like for more Shiba Inu videos.
Market seemingly positioning for a little bit of a deceleration type growth story, also a patient Fed, and this general idea of, look, liquidity beneficiaries, reliable growth, but not necessarily accelerating. So that feeds you into the NASDAQ 100. I think where we are right now is after such a long streak, 7 straight record closes for the S&P. The NASDAQ 100, just on a technical level, is basically as overbought as it's been since last September. It's not as stretched as last September, but it's just getting there. And I think when you have these jobs day levitations, it's sometimes a little bit of a short-term, kind of we got there type moment, as opposed to it being really the start of a new macro move. But strong trends tend to eventually bring more buying behind them. So I don't think any pullback from here would be all that significant necessarily.
Victoria, what's your view, and particularly those big cap NASDAQ stocks, as Mike said, that have enjoyed some very good momentum of late?
Well, we've always liked those names, and obviously when we are having these rotations between growth and value and the question as to whether yields move higher or lower, we've seen them transition. They've been leaders and they've been the laggards of the market. With yields coming back down and some of the inflation concerns diminishing over the last week or so, then I think it makes sense that we're seeing some of these names continue to do well. We actually own the majority of those large cap tech names in our portfolio, and we continue to hold them. We see the longer term trends being positive for those names, and we still think that even though there's the continued reopening trade and value and cyclical continue to do well, we like having some of these growth names in the portfolio, and will continue to do so for now.
No matter what the valuation, Victoria, I mean, at what point do you start to wonder about that as the NASDAQ does catch up with the broader market?
Obviously, Sarah, we have earnings coming up, and so we're going to see some of these PEs start to shift a little bit. We're looking at peak earnings growth, I think, coming up here for the second quarter. You're looking at, I think, 60% is the expectations right now, and that's going to come down the rest of the year. And Mike was talking about it a moment ago. We're looking at earnings coming down to around low 20s in the third quarter, and then down in the mid-teens for the fourth quarter. Still strong, still solid, but we're starting to see peak right now and things come down a little bit. So maybe if you don't own some of these names, we could see valuations start to pull back just a little bit over the rest of the year. That would be an opportunity for you to go in. But even a name like NVIDIA that we like, that continues to do well, we would go ahead and add it. We added it not that long to our portfolio, not that long ago, because we continue to see an uptrend.
Greg, do you still fear that if there are hawkish comments over the summer at Jackson Hole or wherever it may be, that the market will get spooked, or do you think that's already kind of expecting that and pricing that in and trusting Jay Powell at the moment?
I don't think that the market is pricing it in, right? And when we think about growth in particular, right, growth had three real headline headwinds that we were cautious of, and we're decimating one right now. The companies are doing that, and that was in the earnings power. Was what we saw last year a COVID-induced bump, or was that real secular growth? And I think the market is proving, the companies are proving that it was the latter. And so we saw cloud up 50% in some cases, 30% in others. We see digital advertising up. We see software up. We see hardware up. And so I think as we get through these quarters and the companies prove that last year was not just COVID-induced bump, that decimates one of the headwinds. We talked about inflation. As the inflation fears come in a little bit, and as the Fed demonstrates an unwillingness